What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Minnesota mission. This is day 2. We got all day today and then probably tomorrow till about 11 to fish. So today's Saturday. We got some NFL playoffs on today, so we'll probably have those on. Episode 2, pretty solid episode. We caught 4 walleyes, 2 21 inchers, and then one like 18 and a half, and then we caught one 17 and a half actually at 3:30 in the morning this morning. So honestly, not a bad start. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm hoping today's gonna get a little better, but now that we kind of ventured out, figured out our own stuff, and also caught some fish inside our ice castle, so 2 in here and 2 out there where we thought would be a good spot, actually worked. We're staying with McQuoids Inn, so I'll leave like their logo, their website, and I will list them in every episode. But they're nice enough, they're giving us a free guide trip for coming up here. They know we're filming. They put this ice castle on a really good spot, hoping we would do pretty good for this video. They knew all about like kind of what we were doing, so they were nice enough. They're gonna send us out with a guide today, give us some snowmobiles to use, so we're definitely gonna be venturing out and exploring Mille Lacs a little bit. I'm very excited about that. But the bike is really good around here. Obviously we'll probably just stay here, but for right now that is the plan. Justin, who you saw in episode 2, I believe, or was that 1? Whatever, episode 1 or 2, Justin was here just kind of explaining some stuff. So he's a really cool guy, so shout out to him. He's gonna be taking us out. Hopefully we can catch some more walleyes, maybe a bonus pike, possibly some jumbo perch. We're not really sure what the day's gonna bring. So thank you guys so much for tuning in yet again to another episode. Hopefully today is just as good as the last one. Here we go, guys. Before we get into today's episode, this whole series is sponsored by Follow the Action Outdoors. They're an outdoor apparel company that literally covers you from fishing to hunting. They got some awesome badass designs. They're all hand-drawn, custom. Go on followtheaction.com, check it out. Guys, I really think that you guys are really gonna like their designs, and if you don't, then you don't, but just give it a tree out. So all of my merch will be available in February on followtheaction.com in its own tab in McGrath Fishing. If you guys want to get anything on followtheaction.com, be sure to use promo code McGrathFish to save 20% off on your entire order, or you can use Trevor's
TDog20,
and that's TDog20, TDOG20 to save 20% off on your entire order. So thank you guys so much for yet again tuning in. Here we go, day number 2. Let's do it. All right, guys, we gotta get ready. Justin who at the resort, the guide, is gonna come get us here, and then we're gonna drive back to the resort and then take some snowmobiles out. So we gotta get ready. Alright, guys, I am actually vlogging on the GoPro right now because I'm leaving the camera back. I seriously have no room in my camera bag. We're going to be getting on some snowmobiles, and the amount of gear we have, it just really doesn't make sense. So I left it back, but I'm going to do my best to record everything that we can. Big shout out to McQuoids Inn. I'm going to leave all their stuff in the description below. They're literally taking us out for free, giving us a snowmobile, and they're just going to show us around and hopefully to put us on some fish. So definitely a nice little change up. I'm looking forward to this, and as long as we can catch some fish, or even just kind of the experience snowmobiling around Mille Lacs Lake. Is a giant ass lake, so just venture out, kind of explore some new water, new ice is going to be a pretty good experience. So hopefully we do well. I'm looking forward to it, and I will keep you guys updated the best I can and try and film as much as I can too. So I'll definitely be having the chest on. I do have 4 more GoPros in my camera bag, so we should have no problem. We should be guys, we're gonna start checking holes. We're being guided, but we can still do our part. We still know what we're doing. All right, guys, back on the stupid GoPro, but left the Canon at home. We traveled about 12 miles to get to about 6-7 miles. We're super far out. I kind of pop up what Trevor screen recorded for me of just like kind of where we're at, not like the exact spot, just how far we actually traveled. So I'm looking forward to it. We're in about 28 to about 30 feet of water. The walleyes will definitely be deeper midday. I think, what time is it? 12:45. 12:45. So 12:45, Justin said. Big shout out to him. He's guiding. So if you guys ever book at McQuoids, talk to Justin. Hi, Justin. And mostly, is this a walleye spot?
Yeah, predominantly walleye. You'll get a few jumbos that cruise through here, but
okay. Guys, that ride was pretty wild because, like, as we're coming out here, there's just giant heaves. I mean, I saw some like ice sticking out that had to be 4, 5 feet, 6 feet in the air. I mean, if you're ripping on a snowmobile and you have no idea what you're doing, you're gonna go flying. Especially if you hit the end that's not like a ramp, you're gonna take that right in the mouth. So, all right, we're gonna start jigging. Maybe get a tip up in, see how it goes. Kind of wish I brought the Canon now because it's just a little bit better quality, but you guys will kind of get the point when we're out here. All right, one tip up set here. I got a pretty big sucker on that one. Trevor set one over there. Justin is jigging. I'm gonna get my helix set up in one of these holes and I'm gonna start jigging myself. All right, guys, I got a fish on me right now. He's there. Come on, fish. Oh, yep, he's still there. He's right there. All right, so Justin just had one. He thought it was actually a pretty nice one. It came off. All right, guys, so I downsized to a 16th ounce. I think, yeah, 16th ounce for the minnow head. All right, guys, spot number 2. We're in shallower water now. We're in 16 feet of water. It is 3:31. I got a walleye right on me. We actually set up the shack this time too. Come on, take it, you Got him chasing it up. All right, we're back. We're gonna start setting tip-up lines and also get the rattle reels in. Unfortunately, we have no fish, we caught no fish with Justin. He did a good job, so big shout out to Justin. He's actually gonna come by and fish with us in here in a little bit, but we're gonna actually cook up some of the walleye. We're starving, and then we're actually gonna fillet that other one. So that's how fishing goes. You can't catch them all the time. Hopefully, we can have a successful night tonight. So we are going to fillet that other walleye and then get the pan with some nice butter in there. All right, guys, we're gonna fillet up this walleye. This is Trevor's from this morning, right?
Yep.
We're gonna make a nice cut right behind this pectoral fin. Do a small cut just to get it started right down the belly. I know this knife is too big, trust me. I'm gonna run my knife right down his spine, just like making small cuts. Trevor just gave me an actual knife that's sharp. Then once you get to this ass fin right here, all the way out, and then what I like to do is literally just run my blade right down his bones. You will save the most meat by doing this.
No, dude, he's actually pretty thick.
Perfect.
That's beautiful.
Perfect slab of meat. Alright guys, we're gonna melt this butter. Alright, the butter's done. I'm literally gonna take this Tony's, coat the pan, not too heavy, but decent amount. Alright, Alright, so this is actually Trevor's. This is a fresher fillet. We actually got 2 more, but it's got a little frozen outside, so we're gonna cook these first and then cook the other 2. So the white's starting to come up on these. So what I'm gonna do is take it, flip it, take it, flip it. There is seriously nothing better than fresh walleye. This is gonna be so good. I'm tired, I'm hungry. Hopefully we can catch some more fish tonight. But for right now, I'm gonna slam these 4 fillets, the first 2, and I'm gonna cook my 2 that are thawing. We'll be eating good. This is the last day, guys, the last of Mohicans. We'll probably try and stay up as late as we can. Jig, rattle reels, tip ups, everything we can do. And boom, walleye's done. All right, one of the first bites. Literally amazing as always. All right, Trevor's going in for the first bite, guys.
Yes. Nice.
Relax, walleye, catch and cook.
That's phenomenal.
What do you think?
Because the walleye meat's like so flaky and light, and then just got that like hint of Cajun in it. It's like the perfect aftertaste. It's beautiful. 10 out of 10.
There it is. You guys heard it. Guys, nothing better than literally eating fresh walleye on the ice, in the ice castle. We're not gonna end this video just yet. We're gonna cook the rest of this stuff, and then we're gonna see if we get any more fish, and we'll tune you guys in for that as well. So for right now, we're gonna go set some tip ups and get ready. Watch this, ready? Ready? Okay, I'm just gonna let it go. It's on, you take it.
No, you take it.
No, you take it, you're taking it.
Okay, he's moving around it in his mouth.
See, here's gonna stop, but this is what both of them did.
You got a fish on, possibly.
Yeah, lift up slow, lift up slow. Do you feel tension?
No. No, I don't feel any tension. There's no.
Yo, keep lifting up. I'm pretty sure there's tension.
Credit union. We know you've got big things ahead, and we're behind you all the way.
You got one?
Our members are the mission. Go pro and Subway for double protein.
What the hell?
And a new protein bar.
You did that.
Like one shot, don't let anything get in your way. Here we go. We appreciate it.
You son of a gun.
Dude, you caught a giant, dude.
Tommy? Not cool.
Guys, I really wanted to do that at least one of these times this trip. And I told him to mess. The Bluetooth's not working though. We have like surround sound speakers, so I was like, Trevor, you gotta figure out the Bluetooth. And I'm over there trying to get that can to sing without falling off because I didn't want to litter. That was hilarious. What do you think?
You just made me depressed, Tommy. I had my hopes up so high, then I pull it up, and then my mind flashes back to you saying you're gonna prank me this trip. I'm not gonna know when, but that was brutal. We've been grinding for these walleyes out here, and I see Tommy drop down the line, and that thing just peel off. I'm like, shoot, he's got it. You know, the walleyes this trip, they've been grabbing it, running with it a little bit, and then just kind of sitting and eating it. And so I'm like, that's 100% got to be a fish. And I set into it, pulled up, and it's a Sprite can. I mean, talk about heartbreak. That one hurt.
All right, so no flags, but guys, we're gonna give it our absolute all. This is our last night here. We probably have, realistically, exactly 12, 13 hours left to fish. So we're gonna stay up as late as we can. We got our guide from earlier today coming over to fish with us. He works with McQuoids Inn. Again, I'll leave all their stuff below, but I'm hoping we can get a few more fish. Again, our rattle reel, we had 2 or 3 hits in the middle of the night and 1 landed fish. So pretty much from here all the way until about 3 to 9 in the morning, pretty much the whole way through until we about leave, we have a really good chance of hitting more. So if we can hit more, that's gonna be solid. But one thing we are gonna do in this video, we're actually gonna do a double catch and cook. We have more walleye meat that we have not fried up yet, but Justin's gonna come over and he's gonna be the true judge. He's never had butter Cajun in my recipe. So I want him to give you his opinion. So we're gonna find out about that. All right, guys, so we got Justin here now. He's the one who is guiding us today. Oop, out of focus. I'm gonna cook up the walleye that we have actually left over, and I want him to try the recipe. So Trevor liked it. Obviously, I make it all the time. So we're gonna fire up this walleye and see what Justin's true opinion is about this. You've never had the Cajun?
No, never had this style, so I'm waiting to try it.
So how do you normally cook your fish?
Depends. Sometimes I'll do a beer batter. Sometimes I'll do just a buttered garlic, salt, and pepper with a little red pepper on top.
Alrighty, so you've never had the Cajun though?
No, never had the Cajun.
Alright guys, it's done. We're gonna get the opinion.
Alright, let's see if he's trying to poison me or not, guys. Yeah, that's pretty banging.
You like that?
Yeah, that's good.
What would you rate it out of 10?
I'd give it a 10. I would make it myself.
For real?
Yep.
Trevor?
I think the key's to half a stick of butter he put in there, guys. Half a stick of butter for 2 fillets.
Well guys, this is it. The last of Mohicans. We are literally about to leave. I'm gonna do one last drone flight because the fog cleared up a little bit, so hopefully the shot turns out. But this is it. Our final time in the ice castle up in Mille Lacs, Minnesota. I'm gonna try and come back up here at least one more time, but if I don't get up here for ice, it'll be spring. So I'll give you guys my official outro in just a little bit, or when I get home. Kind of depends on the drive. So let's roll a little bit of B-roll. I'll see you guys in a sec. So this morning we realized that we had a headlight out. We just figured, I was like, I'm just gonna get it fixed tomorrow. We gotta get back. And 40 minutes away from home, we made it 6.5 hours, and now we get pulled over. But the cop's super cool. I don't think we're gonna get a ticket, at least I hope, but I guess the trip's not over till it's over, right? I will give you guys the official outro in just a few short moments, right when this camera comes back on. We're back, we're done. Hell of a trip. Big thank you to Follow the Action for booking and sponsoring this entire series. I cannot be any more grateful and appreciative to be able to do this for a full-time job. They are an outdoor apparel company that literally covers you from fishing to hunting. They got the most coolest badass designs, all hand-drawn, custom, and designed by the everyday outdoorsman. So if you guys are into anything like that, go over to followtheaction.com. If you guys decide to get anything, be sure to use code McGrath Fish. I also want to say thank you to McQuoids. They made this trip really special by taking us out. They did not have to do that. Hooked it up with snowmobiles. If you guys want to do a trip just like this, be sure to go to McQuoidsInn.com. They're an awesome, awesome people there, and everything just went really well. Could we have caught more fish? Yes, but the thing that made me feel a little bit better about it is pretty much everyone we talked to was not doing too good at that time. So we were able to get 2 21-inchers, a 17.5, and I believe like an 18 or something like that. The catch and cook was fun, just staying on the ice. The 72-hour winter camping pretty much as in a nutshell was just fun and definitely just an experience that I will never forget. Like, it was, again, it sounds a little bit cringy, but truly a bucket list trip to do something like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next on this channel. We got Florida coming up February 28th for 10 days. I come back to Illinois for 2 weeks, and then I shoot back down to Texas with the Nitro for another 10 days. So from here on out, we're going to be go, go, go. It's going to be nonstop trips. We're making up for 2020 and starting off 2021 with a banger just like this, and we're only going to lean into more. So that's about it. That's pretty much all I got. We got pulled over right before we got home. That was interesting, but no tickets, nothing. But overall, had a good time with my buddy Trevor. If you guys want to do something like this, be sure to go to McQuoidsInn.com. If you guys want to get any outdoor apparel, followtheaction.com. Please remember to leave a like, Hit that subscribe button. 2 videos every single week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 o'clock p.m. And we are, Kenzie, what are we? Hey, what are we? Hey. All right, sick.